So recently I got this Game Boy Advance from the great land of Facebook Marketplace, and I've been playing Summon Night 2 on it. I have other Game Boy Advances, but this is the first one I got that has the nice bright screen in it, and it also has a rechargeable battery, which is sometimes more convenient than AA's, sometimes less, but it seems to give it good enough lifespan with the bright screen in it. Now, with all that being said, I have a decent collection of Game Boy games. However, Game Boy games have gotten really expensive, despite the fact people are making free Game Boy games, or pay what you want Game Boy games, or just their own homebrew Game Boy games. But the only way to get them onto a Game Boy is if they offer cartridges, which are usually pretty expensive, or if you have a flash cart. Thus enters the Easy Flash cart. It is what it says it is. It is a flash cart where you can put games on it or ROMs on it, and then you put the cart into your Game Boy, and then you can play the games that are on this cart. A lot of people use these for dumping all their existing Game Boy games onto one cart. That way they don't have to carry around a bunch of cartridges, which I might do over time. But I just wanted to document me getting this thing working because this was the cheapest model. It was $60. The one I originally heard about, I forget the name, I guess I'll put it on the screen right now, is usually over like $120. So I was happy to see something that was more affordable, although not, as cheap as I would hope. And it comes with a micro SD card USB adapter, because you stick a micro SD card in this for the storage. It did not come with a micro SD card, so I went ahead and I ordered an industrial 8GB SanDisk because, I've been playing Game Boy pretty much my whole life, so it would be nice to ensure the SD card will last as long as humanly possible, since I'll probably be playing these until the day I die. This also seems to come with an adapter for the DS, but there's no guts to it. I'm not exactly sure what this is for, but yes, this should also work in a DS. I guess you can put the guts of this into this maybe, but I'll just use this. Seems to fit all right. It's like not the cheapest quality plastic, but it's not like, I'd say it's just a slight downgrade from the official Nintendo one. It's probably equal to other homebrew cartridges, I guess. But let's see how easy this is gonna be. I got my laptop with a bunch of ROMs I got from itch.io on it, and I'm gonna put those on this. I've never used a industrial SD card before. It feels like a normal SD card. And you know what? I'm gonna use this little USB adapter because I've only ever used the SD card slot on my Mac. I've never used a USB adapter for an SD card. Alright, it comes with microscopic instructions, which I think are just telling you what to format your SD card to based on its storage capacity. And then it gives you a link to the full manual. So, I'll report back if this is as easy as just dropping everything onto an SD card. Alright, that was insultingly frustrating. Not this, but Linux just decided to delete all my files and I had to find them again. But anyways, I reformatted the SD card to hopefully the right FAT format, and I dumped a bunch of ROMs on here. So let's just see what happens when we turn this on. Alright, well, we get the Nintendo logo, and it says Easy Flash, and there's my games. Okay, that was very simple. It looks like R can bring up some other options for save states and whatnot. It thinks it's the year 2000, which is on brand. I don't know what this screen is for, but first let's pull up this, because this I have no idea what this means, but this is supposed to be a video that was converted. It works! Okay, so now I have Nyan Cat on my Game Boy. I have just realized I have no idea the shortcut to pull back up the hub menu. So for now, I'll be turning it off and on again. So it really was that easy, just formatting the thing and putting some games on here. Now these are all games from itch.io. I guess let's try this 3D tank game from 3D Sage. I thought it was just impressive that it was a homebrew 3D game. I know. We need you, tank. Clear snow. My job is to clear snow. Is there any... Doesn't seem like there's any sound. Controls alright, though. I assume... Alright, that's shoot. I shoot the snow. Epic. Did I do it? I feel like I shot all the snow. Oh, I have to run over this snow, I see. Great job, tank. Go fast. Oh, it's timed, I see. Well, anyways, this is a timed snow battle game. But as I continue to show off these games, I guess that's all it is for the easy cart. Just put your ROM straight on it, and then it pulls up this menu, and you do the thing. Actually, I should probably figure out how the save states work. Right, so here's this game called Sips. It was a game jam game where you run a little cafe. And that's all I really know about it. We got $35. There's some chill background music. The animation is very clean for a Game Boy game. Let's see. Here we go. We can buy a clock. We can buy some cookies. We can buy Wi-Fi. Do you think cookies would make us more money? Is that my purpose here? Let's buy some cookies. Or maybe it's just a waiting game. Maybe we just, wait for that number to go up and we buy new things. That's probably all it is. But now since we're here, let's test... I think it was... LR start was... No? I thought that was... I can't figure out how to pull up the menu. Alright, I'm starting to understand this a bit more. A clean boot will obviously not boot you from a save. Apparently, you have to boot with add-on if you want to be able to use the internal interface. Otherwise, I guess it is just turning it on and off again. However, when I'm following the manual's directions and I boot with add-on and do the command to actually bring up the menu, nothing comes up. So I don't exactly know how all that works yet. This is an RPG that apparently changes every single time you play it. So I'm probably not going to do a complete playthrough right now since it's a 10-minute RPG and I was not going to do a complete playthrough of this right now. I just wanted to take a look at it as it's going to be a lot of reading, but let's see. Let's check equipment. Equipment. I have equipment. What do you know? It does seem to be... Oh, I see someone. Dingus has an item for trade. What would you trade? For a wizard robe? My chocolate, I guess. Thanks. Chapter 2. Okay. Yeah, I can see this being a fun little thing. Well, anyways, I'm sorry I'm actually not showing off as much as I would want to, but maybe I'll do an actual Let's Play of all these homebrew games. But I'm just happy that this actually works, and I'll report back to you in the comments if I find anything weird with the save states and whatnot. So far it seems pretty self-explanatory. I just need to mess with it. Okay, I literally figured out that it was a setting that I needed to check mark off the settings that I wanted to appear when I pressed this. So now that I have that done, we get this menu, and then I can save, and I assume it said to wait for 5 seconds. I assume that means we can load from that save. I assume that's where we just loaded from. Let's see, that guy was walking through that door. Yes, now the guy's walking through the door again. Okay, so now that that's all there, if I reset, can we start the game from that save point? Yes, if I start the game and hit load, it will load from that save point. I can't exactly figure out where that's saved, but I'm slowly starting to figure this out. So those are some cool features. It seems to be able to, save games that have pre-built saved features. This one just doesn't, so there you have it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.